Alright everybody, welcome to the channel. My name is Matt and this is the Gaming Corner. And welcome to the year 2025. So I hope everybody had a great Christmas and a great New Year. Hope everybody made it home safely from New Year. If you're watching this, I'm guessing you did. Hopefully all your family members also made it home safely and no one got themselves arrested or anything. But who knows? That kind of stuff happens. But alright. Today we are going to show a few things here. One, I'm going to show a couple things that I did get for Christmas from my kids and that. And I realized when I was going over my stuff that over the last couple months, I haven't really showed off all the Nintendo games I picked up. So we're also going to kind of show off those. Hopefully keep this video short and sweet and to the point. So let's go ahead and get started. The first thing I'm going to show for what I got for Christmas is something that my son and his girlfriend kind of knew I'm a huge fan of, and they picked me up something that now I got to get the others for the collection so I can have them all. I just don't know where I'm going to put it yet, but it is Donatello for the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I haven't opened this yet. Now I need to get the other three turtles, but yeah, they got me Donatello. It is based off the Nickelodeon TV show. But man, does it look pretty cool. So I need to get the rest of these now. I need to get all four turtles. Being that I am a huge fan of the 80s turtles and that was a good buy that I just put over there. Alright, now let's show off the next things I got. So one of my other sons went and picked me up Bayonetta for the Switch. Now, I do have this on the Xbox. I also have it on my PC. Now I got it on a Nintendo Switch, and now I have a physical copy of Bayonetta. Now I need to get the other two Bayonetta games. I'm not going to have any gameplay of most of these games, just probably, I think, 2 of them. But this is one that I also got for Christmas. The next one that I got for Christmas that my kids bought me, this one I will have a little bit of gameplay footage of because I had to test it out, happens to be Transformers Galactic Trials. This is basically a racing game, as you're going to see here. I'm only in the tutorial portion of it because I want to check it out real quick and make sure it worked. And so far, from what I can see, this is going to be a pretty fun racing game. You also get to transform, which the transforming sound sounds really good in this one. And you get to try to shoot, you know, the Decepticons and that. So far, from what I've seen just in the trial of this game, it is really good. I need to sit down and take some more time with it and try to get further in the races. The next game. Now this is a game that I do have on PC. I also have on the Xbox Series X and Xbox One because we played on both. The Switch version of this game definitely is a downgrade style and graphics because the Switch isn't as powerful as those two. But physically, well worth it. And it is Wreckfest. If you never played the Wreckfest or the Flat Out 1 and 2 series, I think Flat Out 4 or Flat Out Ultimate Carnage was also made by Bugbear. These are some really great racing games. Smashing cars, all that. These are fun. I'll do a little comparison side by side of the Switch version versus the other two that I have so you can see what the difference is. But this one plays really freaking well on the Switch. The next one. Now, I should probably mention, from this game on, from Wreckfest on, I picked up all these games over the last couple months. And like I said, I forgot to show them off and that to show you guys what I picked up. And I've got all these from like Walmart, Target, and stuff like that when I was working for, even though you can't see it, Coca-Cola, and I was doing merchandising for them. I picked up all these games at the stores I was working at. As I was leaving the stores, going into the back room to put their back stock back, I would always walk by their clearance section because that's where I had to go. So I found these games on clearance and anywhere from $5 up to like $15. So I picked up one here, one there, stuff like that. The next game that I picked up is SpongeBob SquarePants, the Cosmic Shake. I haven't really played this one yet too much. I popped it in, updated it, and that was about it. I haven't really tried it out fully yet. My youngest son, Andrew, who I bought this on Switch for. I bought it for him as a day one release on, not Switch, on Steam. He says the game is excellent. So I got to get some more time into this one and check this one out. But this is one that I've been wanting. And for, I think this one might have been like $10 or $15. You can't pass that up. Brand new when I bought it. Yeah. This next one is one that I do want to get on probably my Xbox, maybe the PC, I don't know. It's not one of those that I really am dying to get my hands on, but the Switch version was only about $5 when I bought it. So, Hot Wheels Unleashed 2 Turbocharge. Excellent race game. I like the first one. Now I got the second one on the Switch. It's a lot of fun. It's fun playing as the Hot Wheels cars and racing on the orange tracks and that. I fell in love with that style of the racing game since Forza 3 when they introduced Hot Wheels on there. Definitely a lot of fun. The next one happens to be another racing game. This was another one I got for really, really cheap because I believe the second version's out already too. This is one that I played on Game Pass. I really wasn't overly thrilled with it, but between the $5 and $10 range on the Switch, I might as well grab it, and that is Lego 2K Drive. It's a good racing game, but I don't like how they switch to cars all the time. You know, I kind of like how the Forzas would be, or the Gran Turismo games where you pick your car, you start with that car, and it doesn't transform into something different while you're racing if you go off track or something. You know, it's trying to be like Sonic All-Star Racing Transform, which does it pretty good, but this one does way too many changes way too often, and that's what kind of annoyed me on this one. But all in all, it is a good racing game, and it is fun, and you can build your own cars in this one. Alright, these next two games are classic collection games. These are games that you could get on the Super Nintendo, the Sega Genesis, and stuff like that. And this first one is one that I have been watching at Walmart, and I waited for it to get down in price, and it got down pretty darn cheap, so it was a must grab, and it is the Disney Collection. And in this one, you get 3 Disney Collection games. You get the Jungle Book, Aladdin, and the Lion King. These are awesome. You get all the games from all the units, so you get the Super Nintendo, the Genesis, all that stuff. So if the games are on all of them, you get every single one. On this one, I am concentrating on Aladdin from the Super Nintendo because I've actually never played it. I do find the graphics to be good, but I find the music in the Genesis version to be better. But physically wise, it's amazing back in the 16-bit days when, you know, you'd get a game like Aladdin, Batman was the same way, and you had 2 different games on both units with the exact same name. That was awesome. Now, the next one here. This is one that I actually had a pre-order for on Amazon. So this was not at a Walmart on sale or anything. It was a pre-ordered game. It finally showed up. And yeah, this one is another one where there were games on the Nintendo, the Super Nintendo, and the Genesis. This game was more on the Nintendo system than the Genesis, but it's great to have all of them in one collection, and that is Turkan Flashback. I don't even know how the hell you say that, but this is awesome to have all those games and to see where it started at. That's one thing I love about stuff when companies do this. It is a blast. And yeah, you get the NESA version. I think it's 2 games for the NESA, 2 games for the Super NESA, and then 1 for the Genesis. There was only 1 game ever on the Genesis that I'm aware of, and there's only 1 on this cartridge. If there are any Game Boy ones, they're on here too, but this one, well worth what I paid for it. I think this one might have been around $30 or so, but like I said, I pre-ordered it, so got it, tried it out, popped it in, having a blast with this one. This last game is another one I picked up when it finally dropped down in price on the Nintendo Switch. This one might have been the most expensive one that was on a clearance at about $20, but definitely well worth it. I'm actually very surprised at this game. There will be some gameplay footage while I'm showing this off, but this one surprised me at how good it really was. It's one of those that I was kind of on the fence of buying, especially off of Steam and that. Because of the company, I do not really care for them too much with the things they have done in the past. But it is The Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown. Now, like I said, I'm not overly happy with Ubisoft here, especially after their little thing with, what was the game called? The Crew, and how you can no longer play the first one anymore because they took it down offline and they didn't give you any offline way of playing it. Or they took it down from online and you have no offline way. But this is a blast. Holy crap. Gameplay you're seeing here, I'm still real early in the game, but man, this is an excellent, I would have to probably say a return to form for Prince of Persia type idea. It's got that, everybody calls it the Metroidvania style gameplay type idea, but man, this thing has been a lot of exploration, great fighting in it, great bosses that I've fought already. This game is well worth the money, and I think I paid anywhere from $17 to $19.99 for this game. It is one that I do recommend, get it when it's on sale. I would recommend trying to get a physical copy of it, like on your Xbox or your PlayStation, something where you don't have to hook up to the Ubisoft gameplay servers if you don't want to. In this one, you can, and I refuse to do it just because, just like a lot of EA games, like the EA Sports games, they're going to come offline sooner or later, so why even bother wasting, if you have to put money into it, why waste it? But, yeah, the Prince of Persia game here, whew, well worth the gameplay. The game is gorgeous on the Switch. It runs fabulous. Just definitely well worth the money. Alright everybody, that is it for this video. I want to thank everybody for watching. I want to thank all the newcomers who have showed up. I am glad to see everybody who has signed on to my channel. I appreciate that very much. And I will see you guys in the next video where I'll be kind of going over what's going to happen in this year 2025. So, see you guys in the next video. Thank you for watching.